This next one from DJ Badger himself with Orangensaft. We're about to hear from DJ Badger, who is quite profane, so if you're easily offended, then I would switch over for just a couple of minutes.
Orangensaft!
DJ Badger.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, James. I used to be a fan of you, actually, before you released any work. But I'm a little bit disappointed to see you working for the British Broadcasting Corporation. You like working for corporations?
Yeah, I mean, they're respectable.
Yeah, well, they are, yeah. Too respectable.
Oh, really?
How much are you getting paid for this?
I do this for the love.
Good.
What about you?
I do it all for the love and the hate.
Oh, really? Why?
I just want to create emotion in people. So I don't care if it's love, hate. I would prefer if it was hate, but not the hate of, not like racial hate.
Yeah.
Or any homophobic hate. Just more pure.
But the BBC are just, they take taxpayers' money and they
yeah, they do.
And they do great stuff with it. They
in your opinion?
Right.
I mean, have you seen some of the stuff? I mean, they're closing BBC Three, thank God. But have you seen some of the shite that they put on the BBC?
They've just... So this is
News 24? Is that news? Is it news?
Well, yeah, it's news. They have...
All right. It's the news that they want you to hear. It's the news that they want it's the news that they want, that the government wants you to hear.
Yeah.
But if you want the real news, go online and dig around for it. You got to look for the news. Don't just sit at home and let the news get pumped into your brain.
Right.
All right, because then you're just hearing what they want you to hear. All right. This is a message to all of you, particularly young people listening. Get out there and fucking look for the news, you lazy. Pardon, I promised I wasn't going to swear, but sometimes I just get riled.
Well, if you could avoid swearing.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I acted like a twat there.
So, have you heard any of the shows? Are you interested?
I only listen to two kinds of music. Right. I listen to Underground 90s Gabba, and I listen to Rizzle Kicks, and that's all.
Why Rizzle Kicks?
Why not?
Yeah, but they're signed to a major label. They
are they?
I think.
Fuck them then. Now I only listen to Gabba. It makes me nervous. It makes me nervous when you ask me questions about what I like and what I don't like.
Yeah.
Because then you're asking me to label things. You're asking me to give yes to that, no to that.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean? It's all about. That's what it's all about now. And it's like judging, judge this, judge that. Let's go on YouTube. Let's write. I think this is shit, or I think this is good.
Yeah. But you agreed to an interview.
Did I? Did I though? Sorry, mate. I just don't want to. I feel like I'm coming off as aggressive, and that's not what my agenda is at all. It's just sometimes I get worked up when I feel like I'm combative.
You've been pushed into a corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But listen, no, I totally respect what you're trying to do. You're trying to get sounds and vibes out there to people, and I respect that. DJ Badger, right? There's a couple of reasons I got that name. One, the underground set. I affiliate myself with that, so I respect you for coming up through that world. Two, Badgers are being culled all the time, right? So are DJs, so is good music. So it's a sort of statement there as well. So it's a double-pronged name. Also, third, I can't give my real name for tax reasons.
So I've noticed that you've been releasing all of your music on cassette.
Yeah.
Is there a reason behind that?
Totally. I don't want people to buy my music. I don't want people to download it. I don't really want them to listen to it. So what I've been doing is making it old school. going back to like getting C60 cassettes. A lot of them are like old shitty pop acts where I just put a little bit of sellotape over the little thing, and then I can record over fucking Kylie or Spice Girls or whatever, right? And I put my stuff on top of it, and then I don't want people buying it. I'm not releasing it through a website. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving the cassettes lying around. So if you want my music, well, you never know where. So you might find one on a bus. You might find one in a skip. You might see one just like thrown in like the begging bowl of a fucking homeless person. So it's like, think of it. Have you ever seen that film Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Where the golden ticket, you don't know where it is. You don't know who's going to get it.
Yeah.
And that way you're reaching audiences that don't want to hear your music and forcing them to listen. So if they've got an old cassette player.
Only if they've got a cassette player.
They have to dig one up, yeah.
But you can send your music akin to finding the golden ticket.
Yeah, in a sense. And if you remember, Willy Wonka was all about integrity. Yeah. So the kids went in that factory. Some of them were greedy. Some of them were mean and selfish, right?
Like all the major label.
No, like most consumers.
Right. Oh, right.
But what you want to do is you want to find the people. When people have to jump through hoops to listen to your music, when they've got to dig for it and scavenge for it like rats, then you know they deserve it.
Right.
Now you are all this corporate. You're all about corporate. You're all about Radio 1. I don't even know what Radio 1 is. I don't listen to Radio 1. I don't know who Zane Lowe is. I've got no idea. Don't care.
Right.
And I don't know who the audience is.
Right.
I don't think there is an audience.
I think there is an audience.
Well, I don't know who they are. I mean, no one I know listens to Radio 1.
Right. So there's no audience.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no audience. But, so what I'm saying is I'm trying to reach the people beyond the people. You know what I mean? There's the first tier, the people who come to your concerts, right? Yeah. But who's behind them? And who's behind them?
Well, the second row and the third row.
You're being facetious, right? What you're trying to do is you're trying to use humour to undermine me. And I resent that.
Right.
But at the same time, I respect it. Because you are disrespecting me, but in a positive way.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Next question. Radio 1.
My question is, if you come from Taunton, why are all of the names of your tunes in German?
Well, firstly, I mean, location is just in the mind. Mm-hmm. But also, I was going to move to Germany and Berlin in particular because, as far as I see it, they are very open to experimental underground techno. There's a lot of people that I respect and also don't respect working out of there, living there. So I was going to move to Berlin, but my mum wouldn't let me. So I stayed in Taunton, but I just wanted to give a little nod, like a little doff of the hat to the Berliners.
So do you live with your mum?
She lives with me.
Oh, okay.
In her house. But anyway, the point is this, that in a sense, where does it matter where you are physically? Because really to me it's about where you are mentally and where your music can reach. Yeah.
Do your, because most of your tunes I've noticed are mainly kick drums.
Yes.
And you have a trademark very loud hi-hat sound. Does that bother your mum?
I don't make the music when she's at home.
Right.
I always wait till she's gone out. Luckily, she works 2 jobs, which means that she's out of the house a lot because she works in a supermarket in the day and then she does cleaning at night. She only gets about 4 hours sleep a night, so as long as I don't make music during that time, she's fine.
So my thoughts in DJing, I suppose, is trying to make people dance. I want it to be fun. I want it to be like some of the best nights that I've had. Just losing yourself and enjoying some new sounds, some things you might not have heard before.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
The complete opposite of that. My attitude is, when I DJ, I want to challenge people. Mm-hmm. So like, if you're dancing, come on the dance floor. You like this song, don't you? You like this one? Have a boogie. People are up there. Then I just play some drone that will scare them. Something like that. and they go, what is this? And they get off the dance floor, right? To me, clearing a dance floor is harder than making people dance. You know what I mean? I was playing a gig at Eggies in Exeter, and was playing all the usual favourites, like club favourites and stuff. People were like, yeah, we're loving this, right? Who knows what they're drinking and everything. And then suddenly, whoom, Napalm Death just blew their brains off. So the bloke came over, he ran the place, and he was like, what is this? I was like, it is what it is. And he was like, just put the music on. I was like, no. And then I had to go home. He didn't pay me either, which was bullshit. So I can't go back to Eggies. But there's loads of other clubs.
Yeah.
There's the Treehouse. There's Hot Dogs.
Yeah.
In Truro, which actually is quite responsive to my set. They let me do the 5 a.m. slot.
Yeah. How long do you play for?
I mean, it's just mainly for like the cleaners.
There's no one else around?
No.
Do they have a good dance though?
My mum cleaning up. I mean, I'd like to DJ more, like get the message out there more, but it's hard for me to get around sometimes to DJ just because like I can't always get the car because my mum needs it. Sometimes she'll drive me, and sometimes I'll drive myself, but I'm not really allowed to drive.
Right.
Just because of
DVLA restrictions.
The DVLA restrictions, just the law.
So as you know, every time you get played on the radio, you get a pretty nice amount of money for.
Sweet.
So
will I get money?
Yeah, for Apfel and for Orangensaft.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
100 quid.
Sweet.
Yeah. So what is your main? What's your main source of income? DJing, I suppose. Or?
It's a little bit of DJing. Also, on sickness benefit.
Right.
Just kind of.
You sound
just a little bit sick.
You sound a bit ill.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, yeah, I am.
BBC Radio 1's Residency with James.